How's everybody doing? I'm hoping that everyone is having a blast. I have my co-host here, Aja. I have Brown Sugar, the first to show up in the chat. Yeah, 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 yeah. You get the welcoming call, Brown Sugar. Okay? Green blessings to you. Green blessings of abundance. Okay? A lot of people don't know what green blessings of abundance is, and that means may everything that you seek out to create flourish like that of the forest. Okay? And if you're a gardener, I wish you green blessings to everyone in the chat for all of the gardeners. Hopefully this will be a better year where we can grow fruits and vegetables of higher frequencies. May the gods bless us all and the goddesses bless us all, okay? So if you're a gardener, you understand what I'm talking about, okay? A lot of people don't understand when I say green blessings, what that means. Hey, Chris, thank you for the file and thank you for moderating. Hello, Undead Goddess. Hi, No Sheeple. Hey, Allie Die. Hey, Cherokee Tolu, where you been? I think this is my daytime crew here. Hey, it seems like we have like a different crew for every phase of the day. We have our nighttime crew. I apologize for making a statement on our last video that I would come in and do a video during the witching hour, but I didn't get a chance to do that. I just went ahead on and chill for the rest of the night. So I do apologize, okay? So this is why I am here now, to try to make it up to everybody, because I really wanted to connect with my circle. So I am here now. Okay, let me finish talking. Let me finish acknowledging everybody. Hey, Talia XO. Hi, Mike. How you doing? Hello, Ashley. Where you been? Hey, Eugene. Hello, All Topics YouTuber. Hello, Chastain Stone, and hello, Cedric Moore. Okay, Cedric, you look new. You know what? I went to school with a guy. Now I know you're very very young, but it was a guy in my classroom, an elementary class. His name was Cedric. No, it wasn't. It wasn't Cedric. This dude name was Cedric Killings. That's what his name was. I thought it was Cedric Moore. So, I'm sorry. You just made me think of Cedric. He was a troublemaker. Hi, Marilyn. Excuse me, y'all. Hi, Marilyn. How are you doing? What's up, Tiffany? You doing okay? Okay, as you all see the title in the video. Hello, TK Brantley. Hey, Chula. Chula, how you doing? Okay, so now, like I say, this is advanced witchcraft over here, okay? This is advanced witchcraft. If you are of so-called the light, okay? You got a problem with witches that balance both light and darkness, you are free to exit, okay? You're free to exit, okay? You are free to exit. Y'all, hang on a minute. Hang on 1 minute, okay? Sorry about that. That was one of my young'uns. Y'all probably heard the conversation. It was one of my young'uns, okay? I have to keep an eye on the youngest. Hello, Mother Cara. How you doing? Hey, Erica. Hello, Jesse James. How you doing? Okay, so let me see. So, Mardi Gras Fat Tuesday is coming. I would like to just let everybody know who celebrates Mardi Gras, anyone who's Catholic or what have you, you know what I'm saying? Happy Mardi Gras. That is something that we celebrate down south. Everybody might not get down with that, you know what I'm saying? But if you do, happy Mardi Gras. I'm still debating which way I'm going. I don't think I'm going to I usually will hit I usually would hit it. We have Mardi Gras here in my city, but it's so rinky dinky. You know, I mean, it's like one float, and a whole bunch of like rental cars and trucks and shit. You know, like a traditional parade. So I will not be going to it. I don't know. They may have already had theirs. I don't even know if they do Fat Tuesday, but the two prominent places that do Fat Tuesday here in the South are in Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama. Okay, it may be in Georgia, but I'm not sure. So what I did last year is I hit New Orleans first, and it was crowded and it's very very slow because it's a huge Mardi Gras. I didn't catch not one beat. It was just a terrible experience with one of my little ones, which is a grown one now. She did a lot of complaining and stuff like that. So, we had to wrap that trip up quick. We went from there and we went to Mobile. So, I was trying to debate on whether I'm going or not, or will I go to Mobile. I had the same experience in Mobile, but I did catch a lot of stuff though. But it was like, they were doing the same little stuff, like want to pick who they throw things to, and I don't have time. Just throw the bees, just throw we do the moon pies here. Throw the moon pies so Mr. Willie can collect as many moon pies as he want to take home, because he came with a big old trash bag thinking he was going to have bags and bags of moon pies, and he went home with only 6 of them, and they were just about smashed. So, and the 6 of them, they were the ones that I caught and gave it to him. So he loved moon pies, and the moon pies have gotten smaller. So I was just trying to, debate on whether I was gonna go Fat Tuesday to Mobile or not, because I'm not going to New Orleans. And oh, you go to New Orleans, you better be prepared to stay there all day. Get your wagons, get your chairs, be ready to sit all day, because most of the people who are displaced from New Orleans come home, because a lot of them have moved all over the country, and this is their opportunity to be there. So if you're saying you're going to New Orleans Mardi Gras and you're going to stay overnight, you better I hope you can find a hotel, a hostel, or an Airbnb, because it's gonna be crazy there. Crazy, because I was looking for a hotel way back in November. I thought I was ahead of the game, honey, and couldn't find nothing. They got motels going for $400 a night. I'm talking about raunchy, nasty, disgusting hotels. Okay, going for four a night, and I was like, this is utterly ridiculous. So the good thing about it is, if I was going to try to catch something like that, I'm only 4 hours from there. But I think, if anything, I'll do Mobile, because I'm only 2.5 hours from Mobile. But anyway, I just want to have a moment with the Mardi Gras, because I know some of you may celebrate it. I'm not sure, okay? I think it's a beautiful moment. I love the colors, purple, green, and yellow and stuff. And I love the king cake. Y'all like king cakes over there? Huh? Anybody ever found a baby doll in a king cake? Okay, I'm back. So, anyways, let me come back up out of that. Okay. Ashley says, yes, I believe there are places in French Arcadia Cajuns who still practice that tradition. No, Sheba says Mardi Gras in Mobile. Yes, Mobile. Well, I don't know if it's Mobile, but Alabama, the state of Alabama, we actually had the first Mardi Gras. We were the first. But Louisiana tried to take the tradition and go off as if though they are the first. I mean, even in on Google's literature, they're trying to take the actual title of being the first, and that is not true. I'm here to bring, the truth here, and it is actually Alabama. We did it the first. So the French were here first. Okay, this is like literature that people are not aware of, that the French were here first. Georgia, Mississippi, and then Louisiana. All four places. Yeah. And Alabama was a part of the Louisiana Purchase. And so was Mississippi too. So y'all need to know this history. They didn't teach y'all this history in school. They didn't even teach us. So that's why it's good to go outside of this government supplemental education. It's not even it's surplus education. And learn your own history of your area, of your state, of your city. Your city has a wonderful, rich history that you will not know of if you do not do your own research. And let's get on in here, okay? Let's get on in here. I'm in the chat, y'all. Tanya, how you doing? She said, I'm not going to Mardi Gras this year. I'm going down to celebrate with the Mardi Gras Indians. Oh, okay. Now, isn't that in Louisiana? The Mardi Gras Indians are in Louisiana. I really admire the Mardi Gras Indians. I really admire New Orleans for being able to continue to hold on to their traditions, because every city and every state have cultural traditions that have been lost, and this is what is going on with this place we live in, this corporation we live in. Because I don't call it a country, I call it a corporation. They really do not care anything about preserving. They try to, they say they do, by having, there's a place, I forgot it, that they keep a lot of history and stuff, cultural history. Because I was watching it, the Congress, what it is, the something Congress or something. I can't even think of it, because the Gullah people are in the Library of Congress, yes. And so this is a place where this is like a nonprofit organization that helps to preserve cultures of people, because it's like becoming like an extinct practice to hold on to culture. And that's what I admire about New Orleans, is they hold on dearly, but they're trying to go in there, and this corporation called America the corporation, is trying to go and tear that up. And what I admired about the Mardi Gras Indians is they were still speaking their native tongue. And I got a chance to see two chiefs, and I have that on a hard drive, y'all. I'm gonna put that back on YouTube one day. I have a hard drive with the two Native American tribal Mardi Gras Indians, coming together to settle a dispute. It was trying to show us how melanated people handle disputes without gun violence. You know what I'm saying? And I thought that was very beautiful, as they did their dance and they did their, gestures and stuff like that. And they spoke that native tongue and stuff. So it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful way. And I'm hoping to be able to go online and see some other little cultures and stuff like that. I love cultures, I love to see all types of traditions and stuff and everything. And so that's why I'm finna get ready to start traveling, y'all. I want to travel, but we need to wait till this dust settle and see what's gonna go on with this situation with these viruses and stuff out there like that. They've already said that there are 2 confirmed cases in Northern California. It was announced on yesterday that these people that were on the Diamond Princess have come here and they have been infected and stuff. I think they are quarantined, but they said that there were more peoples and stuff like that than that. So, like I said, in this circle, we're gonna be rebuking, okay? All of these viruses, they will be rebuked, because they were created in a lab, anyways, okay? Yes, what, Erica? How you doing? She said, there is a confirmed case here where I live. Wow. Be safe. Um, there was someone from the CDC said that a lot of these flu viruses and stuff like that here in America, because influenza A is on the rise. Well, I'm back in my own live stream because I got interrupted, and we were just out. Okay, I'm back. So anyway, here the one of the officials of the CDC that said that, these flu cases that are coming in need to be tested for the coronavirus. So basically, what it sounds like is that if you're coming from overseas, you're being tested, for coronavirus. If you say, hey, I've been in China, something like that, then they'll test you. But if you're just saying I've never traveled there, then they're not testing you, But they're going to have to, he said, test you regardless of if you've been there or not. Now, since we got confirmed cases, you know what I'm saying? And this really can be a problem. You understand? And so this is advanced witchcraft. So if you're a light worker, you can leave, okay? Because this is my session. This is my little area, because you got your little trolls that come up in your place. You got your trolls. Some people don't know they trolls. And they try to litigate and instigate what you can talk about. Okay? I don't have a problem with nobody talking about whatever they want to talk about in their chat, and they on their channel. So do not come over here having a problem with what I got going on over here to take back over to your channel. Okay? Because I would not do that. I would not disrespect you like that. You're not going to disrespect me that way. Okay? This is advanced witchcraft. Advanced witchcraft means this: we don't have any problem discussing what goes on in the dark. Okay? Because it's all around you. All of those things people don't want to think about, they don't want to fathom, they want to pretend as if those people are not suffering and living their world of light. You understand? We discuss those things as well as those things of the light. You know what I'm saying? Because they're all around us, everywhere around you, and you can't navigate as a witch when you ain't addressing what's going on in the darkness. See, so people are starting to forget what witches mean. Witches is starting to and you got some devils out there. They done some devilish things, okay? And they claim to be light workers now. But you done the devil's work now, okay? It's okay to go and dib and dab and do what you got to do, but everybody knows your history. Witches. Everybody know your history. And I'm saying this because it makes me think about a situation. And I'm going to tell y'all why I'm saying that. It makes me think of someone that I know personally. I ain't going to call no names, but this is a person I know personally. Matter of fact, I know two people like this. Let's talk about these people, y'all. Let's talk. Y'all ever met one of these people before? This is how they got down when they were young, honey. They was dropping it like it was hot. Do you hear me? Doing all of the devil's work. Knew how to get on a man and perform all type of sex and stuff, and multiple men. And I'm not judging. I'm just saying, don't forget your past. Remember when you used to do the butterfly on top of the man? You just tell me how you used to do the butterfly while you was doing it, all that stuff on multiple men, not one. I ain't judging you because, you got to do what you got to do. That's how you like to do it. But I'm just saying now that you done got too old and ain't nobody hollering. Ain't nobody hollering. Now you are holier than thou. You at the church and you're singing in the choir. Don't y'all just hate it when people do that? Yeah, let me tell you, it's not placing judgment. This is the part I hate. When you done did all that devilment, now you placing judgment. Uh-huh. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. So don't be around here trying to bring us the light because we remember you when you had the nightlife spirit on you and you was at the club and all of that and you were breaking the law and you were doing all that. You see what I'm saying? You were doing all of the work. You was in the devil's workshop. Now you're holy. And all you talk about is the church and you talk about God and all of that. I'm talking about this because I have a problem with people like that place judgment on me. I have a problem with you. I have a problem with you. Now, if you were like that all of your life, running to the church and, praising God and, singing in the choir and ushering in the choir. Now, if you was doing that all from day one and you've always been on that path, and then you want to be self-righteous and place judgment on me, I wouldn't have no problem on that. I wouldn't have no problem on that, but hey, wait. What's up with the persecution? Uh-huh. And it better not be now witch trying to bring no persecution to another witch. It better not be. Because then we know you're not who you say you are. I don't want to hear about now nickel having a problem with what I do here. Because I ain't got no problem with now nigga and what they do over there. Is that fair? That's fair. If that ain't fair, y'all tell me what ain't. If you know you are of the light and 100% with that, why is you coming over here placing judgment? That's not light work. Light workers don't place judgment. Light workers do not go to people channels and compare and contrast as to what this one is doing and what that one is doing and bring it back and forth to their forum. That is the work of the wicked. Okay, so anyway, so I want to just get that out of the way. This is a channel that we know people are suffering, and we're going to acknowledge that. These people who have these viruses are suffering. And witches don't mind going into places where people are suffering. We do not turn a blind eye and just say, I'm only looking at the light. I don't want to acknowledge the fact that there are people who are having a difficult time. Okay? We are the Florence Nightingales. Hello? We will go in these places to help those who are ailing. Now, I mean, sometimes I need a break or whatever because that's unbalancing light. You do have some people that stay in darkness all the time, 100%. I have no judgment towards them. There's got to be some folks that's got to go there. They're ruled by the night. I don't have no problem with them. You got people that are ruled by day and some that are ruled by day and night. We're not here to place judgment. I only have a problem with people who place judgment that is not of love and unconditional love or the light. Okay, so now I'm going to let the chat take the flow in just a minute. You understand? Because we got a lot of people in here, you know what I'm saying, that love the chat just as much as they do the actual message and stuff like that. It's the reason why people are here, There's a reason why people are here giving feedback. Matter of fact, I love chats more than I do doing just, pre-records and stuff because, reading the chat gives me more to talk about and gives the audience the ability to speak. So I just wanted to just say that, because you got a lot of folks over here that's trying to go over and preach and teach from your content and judge at the same time, too. What that means is there is a lack of information in your forum. So please do me a favor and you do your thing over there and let me do my thing over here because over here ain't finna change. Ain't nothing finna. I've been preaching this message for 12 years. Nothing is going to change, okay? So you can do what you got to do over there. And we good. We good. I love a variety. I'll go in somebody's chat room that's just vile, and I think I'm pretty much the only one that's tackling a lot of darkness and stuff right now. But we got to do that, y'all, because we can't forget that our fellow women and men, our gods and goddesses, have troubles on their hands. We got to realize that these people who got viruses and stuff, they are people. They have lives. They're mothers. They're sisters. There's brothers. There's cousins. People who are ill. That's not, and we got it. And that is not nothing dark about that when somebody is suffering. You should really even put a color label on that stuff like that, because it could be one of our family members. You know what I'm saying? Like those two people who were quarantined over on that ship and stuff like that, and then I think they were held in Japan, or supposed to be held in Japan. That's somebody's mama and daddy. So me talking about the situation, and somebody's trying to put a color code on it. Oh, it's darkness. You know what I'm saying? It's this and it's all of that. It's to say, that when your moment comes up, we shouldn't have any kind of sympathy for you either. See, that might be my card. That might be my card, and I might be on here discussing what happened in my family. Okay? So, anyways, back to advanced witchcraft over here. Okay? If you don't like it, get the hell out of here. Get out. I'm gonna put you out like a bouncer. I see Chris waving his hands. Love you too. Hey, great goodness goddess. Some people don't have anything going on in their own forums and stuff, so they have to come over here for ideas. They get bored. And so they read your comments and then go back and create videos and stuff, because it's a lot of information over here. We might not have but one or two people here, but there is an abundance of information. And that's what I love about the chat. The chat shows, that the people are vibing on this level, and maybe vibing on a level above where I am at this moment. You know what I'm saying? So that's good reflections. We're great reflections. You know what I'm saying? Um, Okay, missed you too. Great goodness, goddess. That's why I'm back. I need to connect with my daytime circle. Well, I did on my other channel, so I gotta show love to both channels so I can keep things up. You know what I'm saying, on this end, and just not let it all go and everything. So that's why I say, it's wonderful for us to gather in this circle and just cast in the center of it those things that we need to work on, bring into fruition, and those things that may need to be discarded, need to be dealt with. Right now, we're rebuking these viruses and stuff like that. So, it's a lot of, you all do not believe it, but there's a lot of power. Lots of power when you're forming circles. This is a virtual circle. It is just as powerful as if we were to come and congregate in the physical. Okay, you need to know that. Back in the check. Hey, Akita's Garden, how you doing? Okay. Uh, did I miss anybody? I'm looking. Okay. Hey, Zahava, where you been? How you doing, Chastain Stone? Did I speak to you? Hey, J Nays. Oh, some beautiful hearts. Beautiful, beautiful. Chris says, Mama, death just been on my mind. Had to come to a realization it was the virus, the mass shootings, and everything else. Something is going on. Thank you. Thank you, Chris. You got some people that claim, that are persecuting witches, but they say that they're a witch too. Persecuting witches. Wow. If you are gifted and you have the gift of discernment to be able to see those things that come, in the light, and those things that come in the dark. It does not mean that you are an evil, wicked person. It means that you're gifted. Some people see unicorns, and that's all they see is unicorns and and things like that, and snowflakes you see all of that stuff right there, and some people just see reality. If you are in reality, it's a difference between being in reality and fantasy. When you're in fantasy, and when you're in fantasy mode, either nothing has really truly happened to you devastating, and so it's understandable that you're there, or you may just be in denial. Denial means that you refuse to face reality and live in your world of fantasy. And then you just got this world called fantasy. Just as sure as this day is going to be night. Just as sure as you up the day you got to go to sleep and go into the dark, invisible world. And a lot of witches and stuff like that do go into the invisible world, and they're gifted with sight in the gifted world and in the invisible world, and they see things like that. And so for you to say, hey mom, I've been seeing some of this death and gloom and all of this stuff like this in your life, and doom, there's a message to that. There's a meaning. It does not mean that you are a terrible person and you're evil and all of this. It means that you have sight. There is a prophecy there. There is warnings. There are things, there. And I myself have been seeing things like that too. And this is why I want a private session with people who wants to congregate with me, and we can discuss these prophecies. I call them the prophecies of the robed one, because the robed one, it's its duty to come in and escort us into the invisible world. And this is like necromancer. I'm a necromancer, to be honest with you. And there are some people who are in love with unicorns and cotton candy and all of those things, and they come here like someone drags them here, like they have to be a part of this, which means that to some extent I have some control over their minds. You know what I'm saying? When you find yourself in a place that you just really a test, you have to see that somebody has some control over you. So yes, so that's why I said I would love a private place where we can discuss these prophecies for only those who want to be a part of it, and not those people who are brainwashed and dragged over here. Because we got to realize as leaders that we do have to some extent, that ability to pull people into this situation. I don't take 100% credit of that, because a lot of the times people's spirits bring them here. Sometimes people's spirits drag them in here. They're not necessarily just coming here because somebody pulls them in this direction. It's something the spirits want them to learn, that hey, there's a reality. Reality is dark and light. That's reality. If you're not in reality, if you cannot see that it's daytime and then it's nighttime. You're not in reality if you cannot see that the fact that it's show, you understand, you're woke, you gonna go to sleep. One day you're gonna go to sleep on this side permanently. Okay? And I ain't talking about the sleeping that you do in the bed. I'm talking about the sleeping that you do when you're dead. This is real. So if you're not into necromancy, and you want to preach against it, and everything, you shouldn't be here. This is only for the people who are here for reality. And I ain't never met no witch that was all good. I ain't. I ain't. That's why I'm so intrigued with them. Because I'm like, did she just do that? She just did this and pulled it off and got away with it. That's what intrigues me. They're magicians. They're magicians and necromancers. We can't forget about this. I'm here to bring the reality of witch back to the practice, because see, all of a sudden when Google showed up and YouTube showed up, everybody began to associate witchcraft with all things sweet and fluffy, and that it is not. Witches will poison you. Okay? Witches will destroy you. Witches bring pestilence. Witches bring justice. That's the real witch now. And I love the fact that she can come along and heal you, wave her hand around your body and make you well. But if she feels like, oh no, you deserve it, then she'll just allow whatever that is you got to consume you and walk away. She deliver babies, and then those babies that the women don't want, they ain't gonna treat them right no way. She has the ability to put that. I almost said put in there, and I can't say that because I don't want to be responsible for anybody who get rid of babies. But she can put that up in the vagina, and that baby comes out ahead of time. It's the witch. It ain't me. It's the witch. So don't take your frustrations out on me. The fact that you hate witches, but you want to be one at the same time. Okay, can I get an Edmond? Can I get an Shade? Okay, so yeah. So Chris, you're not the only one having it too. So don't feel bad, you know what I'm saying? And don't feel like you're a dark person, evil and wicked, because there are a lot of people that are having these moth prophecies, in other words, you know. See, the Mothman prophecies is one thing that lets people know that there are going to be a lot of deaths. And then the rogue one comes and shows, and, you know, those prophecies and shadows. And I got to teach this because a lot of people, this is their gift and they don't know where to put it. And then they go and they check into a mental institution. They see shadows. They see darkness. Some people are very, very depressed right now. They don't know why. That's when a person, you're empathic. When you're I'm not speaking for every person that's depressed, but there are some empathic people that are depressed right now and they don't know why. So then they go to the doctor. Thank you, baby. Got my co-host here. And then they go and pop pills. Let me go and pop these pills and stuff. So, and then they give them these, they go in there with these, they go in there with these euphoric receptors and try to give you this artificial happiness, you know, and that will destroy you. That stuff will destroy you. So I'm here to tell you that a lot of what you've been feeling, you understand, is prophecies, and you need to be able to talk about it and get it off your chest and release it. Don't be holding on to it because it ain't yours. A lot of us are holding on to stuff that ain't even ours. You know. I'm in the comment section, y'all. Hello, Julia. How you doing? What's going on? Julia? Julia said, I recently ran into a woman I haven't seen in a year. When I turned to greet her, I saw gray veil, shroud of gray over her. Yeah, there are some people who are able, you know, my thing is this, everybody have their own specific gift and they all work the way theirs work. You know, gifts are like fingerprints. Gifts are like fingerprints, y'all. There is no one alike. So just like Julia, her gifts works like this and she could see this. And that's her way of working it, okay? Where someone else may not, like, you know, Julia may see people who are going to die. And there are people who, and they had a movie on that where there were people who could see people that are going to die. It's a way that they see it in their own gifted way. And there are other people who can see other things, like women that are going to have babies that are not pregnant yet. And, you know, their gift works in a certain type of way, you know. But for some reason, people who can see death are deemed the evil people. They are deemed the monsters and all of this and all that. And what I love about life is that you're going to get a variety. And I embrace them all. You understand? Even though people may take me as being a judgmental person, I don't judge. When people call me, I don't judge them. I don't. And when you're in this business, you cannot judge people. People need to be able to come to you in confidence and speak their heart and their mind and not feel judged. And if you find yourself judging people because, oh, you're nothing but darkness. Oh, you ain't nothing but light. Oh, you ain't nothing but this. Oh, and stuff. You gotta be careful because then people can't trust you. I gotta have people being able to trust, or it's gonna be some things left out. Well, I ain't gonna say nothing to her about that because she may judge me. I can hear her when she doing her videos and stuff. She be judging people. I can't tell her this. You know? So, for you to be able to come out and be able to express this and say this and in this circle means a lot because and I want people to be able to express what they see and what they feel in the circle. It means this right here. We have a non-judgmental circle. Now if you come in here and be outright disrespectful to me and disrespectful to the people in the chat, I mean, we're not going to get down with that. We're going to have to get rid of you. But if you want to come in here and say, hey, I believe such and such and such and such and such, and this is how it works, I mean, I may agree and I may not necessarily agree, but I ain't finna necessarily come down on you and stuff. You're just bringing me you're just bringing me a perspective that, like I said, different perspectives are reality. The reality is there is what you call black and white, dark and light, whatever you want to call them, and gray, shadows, and all of that. That's reality. Anything other than that is fantasy. And I live in the reality, baby. I don't live in no fantasy world. Uh, this is not Fantasy Island over here. And in fact, some of the people in here are necromancers. And they want this, and we need a study room where we can do this necromancy. It's just the fact that, I mean, it would have to be, I can turn on my on private and just have, like, which I think will be cool, have a few people on the panel, and we can go private on StreamYard, and whoever want to come, we can do that, and then once it's finished, we can release it, I guess. I don't know, something of that nature, but I don't know if there are many necromancer channels and stuff on YouTube and stuff like that. But I think, like I said, necromancy is beautiful. These are the people who speak to the dead. These are the people who raise the dead. These are the people that heal people from pestilence and all of that. We need these people. We can't be judging them. Okay. Akita's Garden said, I prefer reality as well. Because, I mean, you can say you don't believe in reality if you want to, but it's showing up believing you because it'll bring you that virus. It could bring you or your family member, somebody you love, that virus in a quick minute and bring nothing but total darkness and doom upon you. And like Chris and I, what we've been seeing is we've been seeing these things. We've been seeing these things and we're just releasing it off our chest. We're not the only ones seeing it. There are a lot of people who are seeing it, but they are fear coming forward because they fear being judged. But ain't nobody finna judge nobody here. Now, some folks gonna come up in here and get some information up out of here and go back to their channel and sit down here and judge us for it. That is completely and totally fine to do so. But as long as you don't bring it up in here, we good. And like I said, I ain't giving no light and no type of recognition to anyone. You understand? That don't mean me good. You will not get no recognition over here. Your name ain't gonna be called. None of that. I will not be a stepping stone or none of that. Not here. I don't necessarily give rewards to people who bring negativity to me. I don't necessarily do that. I can't. I don't reward people. Some people have been taught as little children that if they, make enough fuss, be disrespectful, or what have you, then they will get rewarded. And they go on to be adults to do the same thing. I'm here to show you that if you don't respect us over here and our well wishes and what we believe in, you will be ignored. It's just the what we're here to teach each other. You know, I came here to teach. Y'all came here to teach. We really came here to teach everybody how to treat us. You know what I'm saying? I like the way Sheila Kiss puts it. She said, we teach people how to treat us, and you best better believe they are taking notes. Shout out to Sheila Kiss. Y'all check her out, Sheila Kiss Robinson. I love her channel. I think she's like a coach, a life coach. I might be wrong. Okay. Queen says only people that judge are the ones that did not understand. That's right. And then we got to be careful because if I go to someone's channel, bring it back to minds and say, "Oh, they're crazy over there." These people actually believe that they can get on brooms and fly to other planets and other worlds. These people actually believe that they can take a cell phone and go back through time like a time machine. They're totally ridiculous. Well, now the audience may laugh and get down with that, but that shows that the frequency that they're on is not matching the frequency of the channel that they're actually mocking and making fun of. You know, so it's okay to come back to your audience and laugh about it because they're on the same path, the same frequency, and everybody in there don't understand. And it's okay for them to do that as long as they don't bring it up inside of your chat room. Now, if you come in somebody's chat room and you make laugh and you make fun of them, really the joke and the laugh is on you because it's like you're not matching the frequency of the channel. So everybody's laughing at you, like like why are you in here? You know what I'm saying? So that's what's going on. So Queen, I agree with you. It only means that they don't understand. They just don't get it. And so rather than to try to skip, sit back and get the necessary classroom work before you try to go and promote yourself to the next class. That's basically what you do. And I'm not going to keep going through this over and over again because it is a given that most people who are in the chat room, you understand, you're here for a specific purpose. And that ain't necessarily just to be here, just to keep up a distraction. But you're here because we're riding on a similar frequency. I'm not saying everybody is on this frequency, but I'm just saying the majority of you all are. And many of you all will exceed me and go on to the next class. Shoot, you might a couple of months from now, y'all might be somewhere on a frequency that I don't understand. So it's all good. It's all good. I'm back to the chat. Hello, the divinity of Ananda. How are you doing? What'd you say, Ashley? Necromancy, communicating with spirits of the dead. Yeah, we are the so-called dark, gloomy, doomed people. Yeah. Somebody got to go there because some people need rescuing. There are some deceased ones, and some people have the ability. I just haven't tapped into that or whatever. I cannot say that's my ministry, but some people do have the ability to guide the deceased home. Some people got it like that. Like the lady that was on Poltergeist and stuff, as she was guiding, spirits and stuff like that. You have those people that are like that, and we cannot judge them and say that they are demonic. Ooh, that's a demon, because hey, look, what if you when you become disconnected from your physical body, when you transition, you need a guide. Then you'd be like, oh, okay, then. Well, let me go ahead on and see if I can get such and such this young lady that's reading a book sitting on her bed to help guide me, because I know she got the gift. Because they can see light towers. They can see it. They can see lighthouses. You understand? The deceased has that ability, and I just got to work on the fact that when they be knocking on my doors and stuff like that, I got to stop cussing. Auntie said don't cuss the dead, but we do that because we don't understand. We're not ready for that ministry yet. But there are some people out there, that are well in tune with that, and they know how to guide these people, to guide these beings, because they're beings once they have departed from their physical bodies, and they know how to take them on to the other side, and then they know how to. They just got all the tools of the trade, because you got a lot of malevolent spirits out there too to try to throw you off and stuff. So it's work. That's a whole study of itself. That's a study. It's so many different studies under this umbrella of witchcraft. Okay. So some people may decide that that's the direction they got to go in, if they're spirits or they have ancestors that worked in that particular field, and they may be pulled into that field to go further and immerse themselves in that, you know. And there need to be some channels to help provide, support to people of that nature. You got your vampires out there. A lot of people say they're demonic, and they're full of darkness or what have you, but these people didn't. I mean, these people are here because we're here. You got your cotton candy eaters that are here for a purpose here on the planet, and you got your vampires that are here, your mosquitoes. Ain't trying to, compare them to that. You got your flies that do clean up, and you got your doctors, and you got your nurses, your healers, and all of the world has to come with all of that, believe it or not. And if you can't get down with all of that, then you need to like put yourself in a box and go to Fantasy Island and just stay in there all day. Go to Fantasy Island. Let's see. Thank you. Akita's Garden says 43 in the chat and 20 likes. Could we please get these likes up? Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Can we get these likes up? And if you are a so-called light worker and you disagree with this message because you want to control the content here as if though it's yours, then you can go ahead on and put your thumbs down on there. Go ahead on and put yours on there too. Because you got some people want to control your content. I am not here to control nobody's content. Really and truly. I'm observant. I may a fuss about it when I know somebody is trying to come to my channel and go to their channel and be negative about it. But I'm not going to control their content because this is what they're here for. We got to realize that. Being non-judgmental means that we need to know that there are going to be people out here that's going to troll us and that are going to have something negative to say. We have to allow them that, because that is the true unconditional love. That's what that is. Believe it or not, if you did not know that. Okay. Kate Fear, where you been? Thank you for the fire. I'm gonna need it. Hey, Gail, how you doing? Where you been, Kate Fear? Girl, yeah, bring that dragon on out, Akita's Garden. Give me the dragon, okay? We need the serpent over here. Queen says, Mama, people run from their truth only because they are afraid of being judged. That is so true. Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? Think about all of the gems we missing out on, but because people are afraid, and that those programming start when we're very very young, when we're little kids. They program us and coerce us to not express those things that we feel as children, because the teachers decide, like what is acceptable and what is not. The parents decide what is acceptable and what is not. The churches decide. So by the
Mm-hmm.
time you've gone through the rigorous mind control, there are certain things that you can't say, because you're going to be laughed at and ostracized or what have you. And so it was a lot of things that I had to hold in, and now I'm having a platform to be able to express what I feel. I tell people I love stormy days. I love rainy days. Not too many, because we done had too much of that around here. But with the sunshine, sometimes I look forward to stormy days. I look forward to those days when you look in the sky and the skies turn dark, and then all of a sudden a storm rolls through. As a matter of fact, storms don't even look like they used to no more. When I was a kid, I mean, it used to get dark like night, and that storm would roll through. And it was beautiful because the scorching heat, you were looking forward to some clouds to cool you. See, so I'm trying to show you how all of this go hand in hand. You need both. You need both. Not too much of one and the other. Like right now, we had all this rain. Ground felt like quicksand. Now the sun is out to dry it up. I'm glad to see the sun. But if I'm gonna see the sun every single day and never ever have a day of relief from it, shit, it's gonna get fucking hot. Hey, undead goddess, how you doing? I had great goodness says, what does three knocks mean? Let me tell you something. What Ethel used to tell me, Auntie Ethel. Auntie Ethel used to always tell me, and don't get scared now. She said three knocks. I mean, that's death. And when I said death, not necessarily somebody coming to get you or nothing like that. Not like that. Don't be scared or nothing like that. But she just said three knocks means, it's just a communication with the dead. That's basically all that is. Evidently you still here, and I heard three knocks so many times, y'all. Till it ain't funny. Till it ain't even funny. Some of them do two knocks. Some just do that. And you can hear these things and other people can't hear it. It's just gifted. You're gifted. And they call that gift clairsentient. You're clairsentient. I mean clairvoyant. No, clairaudient. I'm so wrong. I'd say everything wrong. You're clairaudient. Clairaudient, meaning that you can hear things that other people can't hear. Clairaudience. Okay, clairsentient means that you can smell phantom smells other people can't smell. You may smell a flowery perfume of somebody just pass on by you, sitting inside your house by yourself, and it just passes through. You see what I'm saying? And you can be clairvoyant. Clairvoyant, and it's just like you receiving messages, you see things, you got all of these different things, you know what I'm saying? You can even see into other realms and stuff. People have these gifts. If you're living in this reality, you will understand that people have an assortment of gifts. Does not mean that they're demons. You see what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, them kind of folks do scare me now. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? When people bringing you something, and you ain't ready for it, it can get kind of scary, and you can get angry with people like that. It's easy when you got the person that can see people who are going to die, and see people who going to have car accidents soon and all that like that. People, we do kind of hate to see them folks coming. You know what I'm saying? Well, let me go in the other direction. Or bye. But at one time, those people rule. The planet during ancient times, I told y'all ancient times are returning. In the age of Aquarius, ancient times are returning. Where, people, the spiritual people will have the power, the sages will have the power. I mean, we'll go back to seek the oracles and stuff like that. Those people were powerful when they showed up and walked in the door. They put fear in you. Some of them was blind and had to have a stick to get in and out, and all of that and stuff like that. And some of them were misshapen and misformed, disfigured, and all of this stuff, and these were some of the greatest minds ever, and they still exist. It's just the fact that we live in a world now where technology rules, and we don't necessarily feel like we need those people anymore. But these people are coming back to dominate, you know to dominate society. People traveled all over the world to sit down with some of the greatest sages to get their prophecies and stuff like that. And we are them. We're them. We're the ones that are ignored. We're the ones that are called all of these wicked names and stuff like that. You know, we're the outcast. We are the so-called introverts and all of that. We never left. We're still here. We've just been ignored. But now, all of a sudden, people are coming to us. People want to know what we got to say. So, it's our time. Once again, it's the time for the witch eyes. Okay? Akita says she looks forward to it. Gail said that's how my daughter is. She can tell and she can see all that. That's right. I was telling y'all that the ancient ones will be coming back as your newborns, your little ones and stuff like that. They're returning. This is why they're so much more advanced than we are. They're coming back already, prophesying and they're very, very bright people. These are the ancestors returning. It's their time now. Akita said they are here now, Mama. Great Goodness says LOL because they come with a message. Akita's Garden says death has a smell. Queen says, Mama, can you have all three? Yes, you can. Some of them, they do whatever they want to do. You know what I'm saying? Some of them malevolent. You have to be careful with them. Some of them want to play sneaky games with you. That's why when you come up in here, you can't have fear. You can't come in here with no fear now. You say you a light worker and all of this stuff like that, and you already, you can build up fear quickly. I'm not saying all light workers, because we need the work of the light. Hell, we need the work of all the dark. We need both. You know what I'm saying? And matter of fact, it's not a competition between the light and the dark. We shouldn't be even competing. I shouldn't be competing with nobody who's of the dark. I shouldn't be competing with nobody who's of the light. I'm one who embraces them both. Because we all know that we have our different talents and gifts that we have to be able to have amongst those who need it. So we just have to know our position. So this is not a competition. This is not a football game. This is not a basketball game. If you find yourself competing in a football game, you're in the dark talking about the people in the light, then you have already just missed out on the whole reason why we come here to do our work, and you're not going to be able to work effectively. We have to know that everybody has a specific duty. Somebody's got to stay up all day. Somebody got to stay up all night. So this is not a game. It's not a competition. Okay? Let's respect each other. Matter of fact, let's form allies. Because I don't know, I might need somebody who's of the light to help me do some work, and I might need somebody who's of the dark to help me do some work. You got some people that enjoy that darkness, baby. They enjoy it. I was online looking and like for people who want folks to just die, a mysterious death, and use that as a form of murder. You got people standing in line that's ready to do some of that work. They're ready to give the work out there. They exist. And these are usually quiet, reserved people. They are definitely the hermits. And they are definitely in seclusion. I saw one that was so dark and gloomy. I mean, she put the terror in mama. Mama like, woo! She had on a black cloak and she said nothing. I used to go to I call that place the witch house. I called it the witch house, and she would always in the witch house. It was in each room. It was a different clairvoyant in there that you could sit down and talk to. And there was this one lady that would always have this room that was just dark and drab looking, and it was. She got a lot of respect. Nobody bothered her, and she was quiet. She didn't say nothing to nobody. She didn't bother nobody. And that's what I liked it about the witch house. They were non-judgmental about folks. Except for the one lady who was running the place. I had a problem with her ass trying to dictate to me what I can do and what I can't do. And I'm like, wait a minute now, you ain't judging the rest of the witches. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, I had to run in with that one, what you call, whatever. But since then, everything was resolved. But anyways, you have these people who are there at your disposal, and if you need anything, they got it for you. They got it for you. Cause you can sit down here and say all day long, "Oh, we don't need them people, honey. We don't need them people." But let somebody go and do you some injustices and stuff, and they get away with it. Like they go and murder somebody you love in your family and stuff, and you don't went to the justice system, and justice system didn't help you, and the person is walking the street every day. I bet you want to go to that girl then. Go to her and say, "Hey, I need you. Thank you, baby. I need you to go and perform some dog work for me." Hello? Can we talk here? Okay. Can we talk? Hey, Mama Midnight, how you doing? My Midnight said, I was told by a voice back in 2018 to not be afraid of the dark. I was by myself working as a delivery driver. As I was getting out of the van, the voice came out of nowhere. That's right. So, a lot of these spirits and stuff like that, there are warrior spirits. There are ancestor spirits. You know what I'm saying? Friends and loved ones of maybe our ancestors that are here, and then honey, as soon as you say something, you heard a voice, first thing folks do is to say, "Oh, you wicked and you evil, honey." You see, and you got people that say that they coming into spirituality that's still judging on a church level. They have not gotten a church out of them. They still ain't ready for this. It will behoove you. Okay. Let me get back up in the chat, y'all. Well, let me tell you something. That ain't true necessarily. Because you got to realize, Grace, the children of darkness are the people that run this country. They call them the children of the matrix. You understand? That's who running this country right now. The children of the darkness. And ain't no way to put no light on them. Ain't no way. They do regular ceremonies and rituals. They sacrifice many of people to the beast, to those grand dragons and grand lords and those great serpents. Do you understand me? So there's no way to destroy these people. They decide what you eat. They radiate your food. Your food is not real. Your food is weaponized. And the children of darkness runs your whole entire existence and you don't even know. I'm back in the chat, y'all. So you own your square, Akita. Okay. In your lane. Hello. Gail said no fears. Don't get me wrong, honey. I be scared. Mama be scared too over here now. Now, don't ever think that I ain't humble. Now, there's some things that will really scare the pants off you and make you shit in them before you get them off. It's some stuff out there like that. So I'm not, it's some people out there far more braver than me, baby. Like these people who be going in here in these Indian mounds and disturbing stuff and going in these caves and pyramids, disturbing stuff that's sacred, that's laced with curses and stuff. I said them the folks right there that ain't scared. Okay, Grace Love says, I'm bold. Do not follow the infant on the planet with this love and light illusion. Okay. Okay, everyone should stay in their lane, but some want to conquer spiritually and physically the world. Says great goodness. Akita said we need participation, we need balance. Queen says she feels so welcomed in here. Welcome. Gail says she's 28 years old now. She's been seeing spirits and talking to the dead since she was a baby. Oh, so she sounds like she was born with a veil. Beautiful. Thank you, Crystal Raven Rose, for the beauty. That's so pretty. Thank you for the flowers, the hearts, and the love. Just in time for February, too. When I see February, I just see hearts. I see love. I see all of those beautiful things and stuff like that for the month of February, which is like so weird, and so ironic that in this month, there's so many people, losing their lives and stuff like that to this virus and stuff like that. Isn't that weird? So but at the same time too, February represents the blood too. So when you think about it, what better month for them to choose than a month like February? Akita said, open the gates. Oh, yes, please. Papa, open the gates. Open the gates, Papa. We need it. Open the gates and let the flood of abundance fall upon the people here in the circle. Akita said the witches rise up. You know who two true witches are. You know them. Because true witches don't be doing all this judging about how other witches do their stuff now. So it is just so in your face. You know the pretenders from the ones that are the realists. You know them. True witches don't judge people for being in the darkness. They don't do that because they remember that that's what witches have been judged for. And that's why they had the witch trials and stuff like that, and persecuted witches. So if you hear someone persecuting a witch, it's because they are not one. So if they say they one, they're not. They could not be. These are people. I've called them. Really, they're wolves in sheep's clothing. These are the ones that did the persecutions. These were the ones that burned us at the stake, hung us, and threw us in the ocean, threw us in the rivers. And now they're trying to pretend to be witches themselves, that they are not. So you have to be careful of those people. Okay, y'all, I'm going to get ready to go. I wanted to connect with you all. Oh, thank you for them tornadoes, Akita. I wanted to connect with everybody since I didn't get a chance to connect with you as I said I would in my last video on the Mother Wisdom Tree channel. So I wanted to make sure that I do that now, and I got to get ready to go. Hopefully I will be able to connect with you all tonight. I'm not really sure, but please stay tuned if I do. I will be on my other channel, showing some love to that channel too. So I may just be there but I'm not sure. But I'm gonna be through announcing when I'm gonna be going on live, and the reason why, because if I don't come on, you know what I'm saying, that make me look bad. But I did come here to issue out an apology, and I just know that whoever's supposed to be there, they'll be there, and if they don't make it, that the video will still be up and running. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to just talk about that witch. Anybody got any questions about that witch? That dangerous witch, that one that we all fear. You understand? Anybody got any questions about her? She's the one that'll mix up a concoction for you to go and serve at the table to somebody. That's her, and I want to be able to freely and openly speak about her. You know what I'm saying? The one that got the death in her hand. I want to talk about her. Cause I was raised by one, to tell you the truth. Shit. My auntie was one. Not Auntie Ethel, but my other aunt. And she lived to be 90 some years old. I think 96 or something like that. She lived to be that old. And she was definitely a necromancer. She was a necromancer in the church. While we talking about it. We'll talk about it. She was a necromancer in the church, y'all. Okay, Akita said, let's speak on it. Sister Good was one. And at the funeral, her grandson was trying to tell on her. When everybody was coming up in there, all the men was coming up there saying all that negative stuff about my aunt and stuff. To a point, one of the sisters of the church had to come in and say, although, there was a lot of bad, there was some good, okay? But my aunt was one of the type of people that would poison you. She would poison. And the reason why I'm talking about this, because I lived and grew up with one. And I done told y'all about her before. She would cut up potatoes and put her hair all in it. She would cut the potatoes up and she would freeze them down with her hair in it. She had a fascination with green potatoes, and green potatoes poison. She hid her gift in the church. She was at church every Sunday. Matter of fact, she was an evangelist, can preach some wonderful sermons, very charismatic woman. Lost 2 husbands due to her poisoning. And got away with it. Got away with it, baby. Lived a good life. Lived off their life insurance policies and stuff. Knew how to abort babies. Told me how to do it. Would talk about how you could do things to people. Yes, she did. And get away with it. Never spent a day behind bars. That was my aunt. She was the witch that will poison you. So, yeah. Why did James die? Why did John die? What killed them? The 2 of them. And it's funny because the first, when she killed James, she went on a trip and waited for him to die. They found him in there dead. And with John died right in her face. John died right in her face. So one day when it's a good day, I'll get like deeper into like what went down with that. Some of the things that she discussed, and that she professed. Now, I'm just going to be honest. When you do stuff like that, you got consequences. Now, I'm going to tell you what my auntie was. She was a necromancer, and what she was doing. And you got some women, they call them black widows, and you got men that are black widows. What they're doing, and their spirits are leading them in this. And I was saying to myself, "Ooh, Lord, don't let me get that spirit. I really didn't want that." Now, I know how to stay in my lane. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to go out to and venture out too far away from my stuff and stray off course or what have you. But I'm more like her than any of them as far as the characteristics and how I look. We look just alike in the way we talk. but by no means am I anything like her. And of the sense of her being very charismatic. She was like a charismatic leader. I mean, lots of people gravitated to her. That's not me. I'm a recluse, and there are not very many people around me, so I'm nothing like this lady. But I'm talking about people would just be just kneeling to her feet and bring her all kind of gifts. They just love Renee. They loved her. But let me tell you about her. Let me tell you something about Renee. Renee was a nice, nasty person that I never could understand. I'm kind of like losing my thought on her because it's just so much to describe when looking at Renee and how she did whatever she did, because she got away with two murders. She got away with two murders. But I'm like I say, with her, I'm gonna tell you, to me, the lady like she was suffering. She took their lives of the two men and extended hers. Black widows usually live a very long time. It's not now. I don't know if they are very aware that they are taking the life force of another person, their spouse, to extend their life form and force. I don't know if they know they're doing that, or it's some type of a malevolent spirit that is there assisting them in the work. This lady lived to be 93 or 96 years old, y'all. Do y'all hear me? And like I said, she lived off the life force of those two men. She sure did. Off of both of her husbands. I know one lady, she lived, well, now it didn't work out for her because she died in her late 60s and stuff, but still, who knows? She could have been living off their life force too. Her name was Thera. She killed 3 husbands. Never served any time. When I say kill, now this is a little different. She didn't poison them. She shot all 3 of them. And if y'all don't believe me, I can get Mr. Willie in here and he'll tell the story. Okay? He could tell the story. She lived to be 68. Now, if she hadn't shot all 3 of them husbands, she might not have lived to be 68 years old. She may not have lived that. But with Renee, Renee began to lose her head. Renee started having like early senile dementia when she got to be by my age. And so from then on, they said it was Alzheimer's. But she you could say it was Alzheimer's. It was something going on with Rena. I couldn't figure out what it was. But she lived on to be 93 and 96 years old. She sure did. But it was like she wasn't aware she was in the world, y'all. I don't want to be nothing like Rena. It's like she wasn't aware. But now here's the thing. I knew then when Rena died, I said somebody finna get some spirits. Cause when family members die, whatever talent that person got is and whatever energy is in that person is going to go to someone in the family or some friends and stuff like that they may have been fond of, or the spirit feels some familiarity with. And so I was like wondering who was going to get some of her talents, because she could play the piano, she could sing real good. She had like a lot of gifts and stuff, like she would preach like wonderful sermons and she can get a bunch of people to go along with whatever she had going on and stuff like that. So I was like, who's gonna get this? And I said, but with that, I know something coming with it. Somebody husband got to die. Guess who got it, y'all? My cousin Karen. My cousin Karen. I was looking on her Facebook profile. And about 6 months after Reen died, Karen's husband died, y'all. I said, oh my goodness. And Karen is Reenie's granddaughter. I said, she got that spirit on her. She lost her husband. Don't even seem like she care. That's how Reenie was. Now she probably gonna go on to get married a second go round, and then somebody else gonna die. Who knows? Maybe this girl gonna live to be 100. So now with these necromancers, y'all got to understand this right here. A necromancer, if they sense that they time is up, they can sacrifice a spouse. Did y'all hear me? They can sacrifice a spouse, or sacrifice some grandchildren, or sacrifice family members and stuff like that. So beware. I'm just here only to bring of the awareness. I'm only here talking about the things that other folks scared to talk about because they scared somebody gonna judge them or they scared somebody gonna say that they're a bad person or what have you. But I'm gonna talk about it. I'm not afraid to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? So y'all can say y'all heard it over here first. So I'm not scared. Y'all need to know you got your necromancers out there. You may just be up on the table to be up on the altar to be the next sacrifice and not know it. Cause this woman sure enough did that. She took two husbands down. Who knows? She probably was supposed to die in her 40s or 50s and made a deal. You got people making deals. Like I can make a deal right now with a spirit. Hey, look, check this out. Could you give me 40 more years? I'll give you this. I'll give you that. And people be sacrificing people. People be owning folk heads and offering them up. But now, like I said, now ring in wasn't nice. It wasn't. I don't even know if it was worth it. I said by the time Ring got to be 90 years old, she fell. She broke her hip. She fell from grace, y'all. And she broke her arm. She broke her hip. She broke her arm. That was the beginning of sorrows. And oh gosh, the end wasn't good. Cause I say she sat in the bed. She laid up in the bed 6 years. 6 years praying to die. Was it worth it? Was it worth it? 6 years. If I got to live like that, I don't want to live to be old. A lot of people say, I want to live to be old because we thinking in ourselves at the moment. You feel good, you're vibrant, you're full of youth, you're full of life. You're in the moment. So you want to live forever. But they don't think about when your body becomes a prison and your body racks with pain. You know? And you just wish you could die. You pray that you in the morning you don't wake up. Them kind of days and stuff like that. That's where Ring went. Yep. When you say you felt like your daughter was sacrificed. Thank you for the herbs, Sakita. I'm gonna need them. Ashley said, I believe it's someone close. Great goodness says, Mama, you called it. Hey, Sharon, where you been? Much love to you, too. Great goodness says, my great grandmother lived to 92. My great grandfather died in his 80s. Oh, now they just got longevity. That's longevity right there. Some people have that gift. Akita says sometimes the spouse will agree. That's true. There was a situation with these two twins, and the two twins will fight. It was an evil one and was a good one, and they just could not seem to get along. Matter of fact, y'all can read up on that thing. And the twins had agreed, had even told the people that one of them had to go so that the other can live their life. So after a lot of arguing and everything, and they came to the conclusion, one of the twins, she decided that she would be the one to die. And sure enough, she did. She sacrificed her life so that the other twin can go ahead and live. And I think that twin is still alive to the day. But y'all can look it up. It's called the something twins. I can't even think of the name of them. They were in England. Two black girls or something twins. Y'all know of that story? Well, that was an example right there where one of them agreed to die and let the other one live. And that's true. You can agree to die. Sometimes, one person may just one spouse may say, hey, look, you know what? I'll just go ahead and sacrifice myself so you can continue living, And they do. They make agreements like that. Mama Midnight says witches work in silence. And with these new people coming in and mixed with social media, some talk too much. I agree. I learned about that in my first year on the path. Yeah. Well, if you're going to execute a curse, you don't necessarily supposed to let everybody know, you know what, at 2 o'clock, y'all, I want y'all to get ready. Now, you can do that, like if you need people to agree and with the energy, and that's some dangerous stuff right there. If you got a whole circle and stuff like coming together to cast a curse circle on a person, and the person saying, "Oh, y'all ain't real. Y'all ain't got my hair. You ain't got my nails. You ain't got my clothes, and none of that stuff." You can believe it won't happen if you want to. Because if all of them people get together and say, "Hey, we're going to get a such and such candle, and everybody, we're going to get the same herb and the same oil," you best better believe it's going to happen. But other than that, really, if a witch going to do some work, she don't supposed to get out there and tell everybody unless she needs the energy of her circle. Because ain't no privacy here for real. There's some people on here now, they coming to get some ideals. Okay? And they're going to get your ideas, and when they get over there with your ideas, they're going to sweat their nails like you ain't never discussed it. And then going to say you copying off of their work. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. You can say you going to come together at 2 p.m. such and such and such, and they'll go ahead and schedule it ahead of time to make it look like you copying off of them. I think it's so funny. You know what I'm saying? I enjoy watching it, though. It just lets you know that they really take a lot of what you say serious. They really, really, really do. Even though they say they don't like your content, but they really take it serious, buddy. Okay. Um, Akita said they may have deserved it. Great Goodness says she sounds like a jewel. Chris says that's a bad woman right there. Respect her lineage. Okay. Yes, Lord. Rena was a bad ass. I don't have any of her talents over here. I wouldn't even want that. I wouldn't want that. Mm-mm. I don't like people to just die suddenly. You know, if somebody wronged me, I prefer for them to stay here and suffer. That's the best way to do it. And if you ain't never suffered before, you might not understand why I choose to do it that way. But if you have suffered and you were relieved when you got over your suffering, you'll understand what I'm talking about. Now, don't go and set out on my path to harm innocent people. The only people that will be harmed are those people who try to bring me and the ones I love harm. Other than that, we good. That's what you call balancing darkness with light. If you just say, "Hey, I'm just all light," that's all. And sometimes you can find yourself in a situation where you're abused over and over and over again, and you take it to your heart. When you take it to your heart, that ain't good for your heart. You know what I'm saying? You do have some people that say, you know, they light workers and they turn the other cheek and give them unconditional love. That's fine. But you going to cry your heart out. You know what I'm saying? That shit can make you have a heart attack. I believe in this right here, an eye for an eye and a tooth for tooth, because it make me feel better. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to go out there in public and let you shame me and wrong me and then go home and turn my other cheek. Because, see, that'll tear a hole in my heart. And y'all find me up here miserable. I can't do that. I'm going to go ahead on and put some of that curse oil on your ass. That's what I'm gonna do right there. And I feel good. If I can get something, a bat, and just beat your ass real good with it. After that, it makes me feel good. I'm relieved. I released all that negative energy off on your ass. Now, I don't know. Now, other folks might not feel that way. But this is just the way I get down with the get down. You understand? You know what I'm saying? I like to fight fire with fire. It's just honestly who I am. If you come at me, I got something for you. I got a scorpion tail and I'm going to strike. It just, ain't that a true witch? Is it a true witch? Tell me if I'm wrong. I don't agree with the Martin Luther King perspective. You know, putting a whole bunch of people out there. Really and truly, he should have been charged with a crime. Having all them folks out there at a hatchet fight. Everybody had a hatchet but them. He should have been charged with a crime. All those people on that big bridge got their ass whooped. No, when they went down, everybody should have came down with a goddamn weapon. Now, if I'm like this right here, if I can't bring me a weapon, I ain't coming to the fight. I'm just going to stay my ass at home. I ain't finna let nobody come just Whoop my ass. You know, I have a problem with that. And y'all know to this day that place don't welcome me. They don't want me up in. They don't want mama in there. I mean, it's the truth. You think America is going to go on somebody else's soil, which I don't believe in going on nobody else's soil, y'all. I don't know why folks go on other folks' soil, shooting them and stuff like that. I don't get down with that. That's just me. That's the softness in me. That's the light worker in me, you know. But my thing is this right here, you know. You think America going to go on somebody else's soil and ain't nobody got now gun, now weapon, y'all. Can y'all, come on now. Explain that to me. Why do I feel like I got to explain this to y'all? I better go, y'all. I got somewhere to go. Somebody waiting on me. Ain't even show up. Oh, thank you so much for the donation, Akita. I feel like I need to stay here just a little while longer. When people get to donating, I feel like I'm just spiting them. Because, see, y'all got to realize I still got a heart over here. I got a heart with light in it. Okay? I got a heart with light. We all should have a heart with light in it. That's what the light should be in the dark places. We lighthouses. We're lighthouses in a dark place, and people gravitate to us. But at the same time, too, we don't mind navigating in the darkness because we know that the people in the darkness need us. Am I right? Don't they need us, y'all? Thank you so much for the donation, Akita. Akita said 52 in the chat, 20 likes. For real? Wow. You might need to refresh, Akita, because I got 44 likes on this end. Y'all, could y'all please hit the thumbs up, okay? For those who are non-judgmental, please hit the thumbs up. For those who are judgmental, understand? You can go ahead and hit thumbs down, okay? Long as you here contributing. You know, because at the end of the day, we could talk all day long about the trolls and whoever come in. They still have given what? Their attention. So I've accomplished my mission. So go ahead on and do what you do. You understand? All the people of the non-judgmental stances who believe that love is the answer, unconditional love, hit them thumbs up. All of those people who talk about the light, but you're not really performing it though, because you're in judgment and you're not giving unconditional love. Go ahead on and hit that thumbs down. Don't do it now, okay? I'm enjoying it. Akita, thank you for the love and the tornadoes. Mama Oya will be happy. This is her month too. You know what I'm saying? Mama threw her a ball. Ooh, Mama went all out for Mama Oya. She sure did. And everything. And I hope she is pleased. I hope she's pleased. But I'm going to tell you something. Those type of goddesses and stuff like that, they want blood. They want blood. Them petrol gods want blood. Just gonna be honest with you. And it's not that I chose her, she chose me. I cannot stress that enough that she chose me. We don't supposed to be going out here choosing all of these different gods and goddesses. They supposed to, you allow them to choose you because you might be signing up for something you can't really handle and you can't deal with. So don't do that. Because like when I cannot stress enough, I showed up at the ocean looking for Yamaja. But instead, Oya showed up and she been with me ever since. She's been with me since. I have not been able to shake it. And don't get me wrong, I have tried. And what's so dangerous about it, like I said, they can eat you, baby. They can take you on off this place. They can take family members and stuff. So y'all please don't. And if you know you choose a deity and you're not ready for them and they ain't studying you and they ain't interested in you anyway, you lucky. You lucky. You got people talking about something they choosing Kali Ma and all of these dangerous, destructive goddesses and stuff out there. You better be glad they ain't got no interest in you. You better be glad that Medusa and Arthenia and all of these destructive goddesses don't have no interest in you. And they don't even, you're not even on their radar. That spared your life. That spared your life. You have been spared. Okay, Mama Midnight said, I've heard that before, Mother, that if it's meant to have a deity, they'll choose you. I'm not looking for one. I'm still learning about the one in me. Okay, that's the most important one. The most important one is you. And I tell people, try not to go outside yourself looking. Look within. Your higher power, your higher self has the sources to every record known to the motherfucking universe. And so that's why I said that, you got folks around here hollering, oh, they going to this one and then that one and all. Ooh, woo. You better hope they don't do you no favors. Because you're going to have to pay the piper, baby. Y'all learn from me. Please learn from me, y'all. Please believe me. Because, honey, y'all know what happened. I was just calling on the rain and stuff. After the visit from y'all just calling the rain. It just started pouring out rain right on camera. Just started raining. And I was just smiling. I was just so happy and everything. And she came and she took 9 chickens and roosters. Did you hear me? She took 9. And some family members too, probably. Did you hear me? Y'all better stop it. They have to eat. They're doing you this favor because they figure something in it for them, and you can't pick these deities up, use them, and think that you ain't got to do nothing else for them. Oh, today I'm working with Kali Ma. Tomorrow I'm working with Althenia. And the next day I'm working, what are you giving them? What are they getting in return? Because if they is doing some work for you, baby, in the end, they're going to eat you. They're going to consume you. You on the dinner table. And a lot of people, we know we on the dinner table, so we offer up sacrifices instead. So you'll find yourself offering everything and realize that they don't want no, they don't want the blood of an animal. Shit, they want you. They want you. So you got folks that say, don't take me. Take my uncle. But if that's not of any type of resource to them, they say, hey, your uncle old as hell, dried up, we don't want that. Then you get into saying stuff like this, take something by the young of yours. And so that's why a lot of folks come here with these generational curses upon their heads and stuff like that. And it can get crazy, the firstborn male and stuff, die young and all of that, because you don't know who in your lineage line and your ancestral line has offered you or offered your children up. You don't know. Okay, y'all. I'm going to go back and read the chat. And if y'all want to tonight, if I do another session tonight, I want to do a session with us on the panel. And I think you all will love that. I guess, we do something on the panel tonight. How about that? How about we do something on the panel tonight? We congregate together. And what I really want to talk about is, should we really be concerned? Should we really be concerned about this plague at this point? Because I've seen the robed one. I've seen the robed one in 2011, and a whole bunch of folks died around me. They came to me and stuff like that, but it came humbled and everything, not frightening. And so I knew it wasn't for me. But when they come and frightening like that, it's for you. And they show their face and they like, it's your turn now. When the ferryman shows up to take you across the waters and stuff like that. But I saw the rogue one several times. Several times I have seen them, and I know what that means. And it happened. It happened. So I was trying to, see, maybe we should do a forum with some people who are interested Should we really be concerned? And if so, like, what measures are we going to take? How do you all think it's going to affect the economy? Now a long time ago they said that they called this SARS, and China was able to get it under control, and business resumed as normal. Do you all think they're gonna get this under control and business resume as normal? I don't know if SARS managed to make it to America around that time or not. But if y'all want to talk about it, later on, maybe we could have a panel of people who want to speak on it. Okay. Okay. So, anybody in here want to be on the panel tonight? And I can't say quite sure if I'm gonna be on the panel, but what I'll do is you'll know because I'll probably schedule it if I do it. Okay, Mama Midnight says she wants to come on. Yeah. So we can do some things like that. Yeah, I think we need to be talking about this. A lot of folks want to control your channel. They don't want you to talk about it. But we do need to talk about how this will affect us and how we can safeguard ourselves. You know? Okay, now. It has been very nice coming together with you all. Oh, good. Okay. Akita says she'd like to come to the discussion. Okay, I'm be looking forward to seeing you too, Akita. Okay. Okay. Ashley says she's coming. But you don't know if you want to be on the panel or not because she says she don't know much about the virus. I don't neither. I just know that it's an imminent threat from what they're getting at. Y'all, I said I wasn't gonna talk about this, but I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all that I had like a very disturbing dream, and so I just need to go and tell y'all. I When I was in the dream, um, there was just look. Let me tell you something. Everyone who is faint of heart, go ahead and leave now, cause I'm gonna end this live stream here. Cause I supposed to meet somebody somewhere at 12 o'clock, and I didn't meet them. I didn't meet them, but they gonna call me back and let me know what's what. But look, check this out. If you faint of heart, leave now. Please leave now. I'm looking for the numbers to drop. Go ahead and go now. Go ahead and go. Go, 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 go. All of the people that are faint of heart, you can go ahead and leave now. We have 41 people. I'm looking for that to drop. Okay, someone left. Okay. Oh. For the people who are faint of heart, you got time to go ahead on and and leave. Okay, let me tell you what I saw. I'm just like Chris. I keep seeing a lot of darkness because that's my gift. So if you got a problem with that and say that I'm a demon because of that, you understand? You're not operating in unconditional love, and you're not a light worker. Okay. So, anyways, this was 2 nights ago. I not 2 nights ago, but 2 days ago, because I usually have visions and stuff in the daytime in my sleep. It's a difference between a dream and a vision. Visions usually occur in the daytime. So you know how you still sleeping up in the daytime. It's about like 7 or 8 o'clock. The sun is out and you still sleeping. Well, what had happened was I was in like a morgue. I was in a morgue. And I remember being in that morgue, and in that morgue were lots and lots of body parts. Lots of body parts. They had like feet cut up, legs, arms, and stuff like that. Just tons of them. It was just like somebody had just a sawmill, and they were just cutting bodies up and putting them in boxes and stuff like that. And I was like, damn. And then I looked in the mirror and saw I had some fucking body parts. Looked like it was missing. Looked like my portion of my torso was missing, like the part of my, and I know y'all laughing, but these are metaphoric meanings. Like from the chest, like from my chest, it was just right on top of my legs. So I had some parts missing, and it was just like so many parts cut up. And so that's what happened. And I was like, dang, what's going on? And so I got in my car to drive and to leave. And I remember having a struggle walking like that, missing a portion of my torso. I had a struggle walking, and I got in my car, and I remember being so fucking tired. Damn, I need that body part back. But I was just so glad to be alive, still be here. And I was just driving my car and stuff like that. Man, there were lines and lines and lines of cars. There were checkpoints, y'all. Checkpoints and helicopters everywhere. People were quarantined and stuff like that, y'all. I saw that. I saw that these people had hazmat suits on that was doing all of these checkpoints and stuff like that. So this is what was going on, and they were like putting these things on your forehead and whatever, and if you passed or what have you, you could go on. If they put that thing on your forehead and you didn't pass and stuff like that, they were just like loading these people up on buses and helicopters and stuff like that, taking them off. So I saw that, y'all, and don't persecute me because I saw this. I'm only reporting what I see. You understand? Yes, Chris, I sure did. I wished I hadn't had to see that. I didn't want to see that, but I saw it, so I'm gonna tell it. I had prophesied too. I said they're gonna take down some melanated folks, and that next day, boom, it some melanated, high profile people, and it happened. It happened. So you know what I'm saying. So I always said, what's behind the curtain of the robe one is the prophecy of that. So somebody might steal it, but that's fine. I still get the credit because I was the one who had to bring it out into the opening, so somebody else can take it and do whatever they do with it. So I don't mind. I don't mind when people come and get what they get. I don't mind because I'm the author of it all. All you're doing is my biddings. So I don't mind. So, but anyways, so this is what happened, and this is what you need to be looking for. You're gonna hear. Matter of fact, I just heard a helicopter there. It's gonna come a time where if they don't get this under control, whatever this is, or it could be the actual test run. Like what they call it when you're in school, they call it a fire drill. This situation may be the fire drill for something greater. But I done told y'all what they're going to start doing. They're going to start implementing a police state. We've been talking about that for a long time to come, but eventually it's something that will come. You need to be aware of it, you know. Uh, the good thing about it all, because I know y'all saying, Mom, we trying to find some good in what you talk about. The good thing is you are aware, and right now you can be executing a plan for you and your family if it ever go there. Hopefully it will not. The fact that everybody's bringing an awareness to it, and people are rebuking it, and you know what I'm saying, and cursing it, maybe it won't happen. Oh, undead goddess. I got to get back to your comment in a little bit, okay? She said it's a supernatural movie about a dead girl. Mark of the Beast says Akita. Well, that thing that they was putting on top of people's head was monitoring and measuring whether or not they had that thing or not. Hey, Lady Owl. Okay, Lady Owl said there has been a food shortage and people are sleeping. Please start buying your seeds. Yes, it's time, and if you can learn how to construct the I'm getting ready to construct a what you call it You all can make one, a simple one. And I'm glad you brought that up, Lady Owl. I'm glad you brought that up. We need to try to construct a greenhouse. You can make a little small greenhouse that can carry your little veggies and stuff. Cause like next month, really and truly, which is next week, I supposed to be getting my corn seeds in the ground, but the grounds are soppy wet, and I haven't done not one raised planter yet. So for all of you all who got your own backyard, let's start off with a little small mini greenhouse. You can buy those really. You could buy a small mini greenhouse for $50 and put it on a porch where you got a lot of sunlight and stuff like that. Put it in the backyard where there's a lot of sunlight. For some reason, plants grow better, veggies grow better in the back or on the side of the house versus in the front of your house. I've never been successful growing veggies in the front of the house for some reason, but yeah, y'all go ahead on and get your organic seeds or your natural seeds, heirlooms, whatever you want to call it. Go ahead. We're going to start off with something simple, like something as simple as cucumbers. Cucumbers can bring an abundance. I mean, once they, you could, a little baby cucumber could be on there the size of your pinky finger by in the morning. It's already fully grown. So them, you have to get those off quick, because once they get past that, they get the size of watermelons almost. So I think, like, cucumbers and tomatoes would be a great thing to start. Oh, they're very high frequencies, and you can just get you some lettuce from the grocery store. For me, lettuce is very difficult to grow. If you're gonna grow lettuce, now is the time to start growing lettuce, because it's a cold natured plant. Collard greens, lettuce are very cold natured. They don't grow well in the summertime, especially lettuce. Lettuce is not gonna really grow in extreme heat. And collard greens. Y'all, if you want to, you can go back on your desktops and go back in the past, and you'll see my huge gardens that I used to have, and that has since stopped, since they have been taken a weather modification to another level. It is at the point, and y'all just making me excited. I'm just thinking about, man, I'm finna go do my greenhouse, y'all. I am ready. I get really excited. But it's just been, it's weird, it's, you expect a very hot summer. We did not have a winter, y'all. We just didn't have one. We did not have a winter, y'all. So it's hard to see that time coming where you just look forward to spring planting and stuff, because, I'm used to having a high frequency winter, and then, engaging into spring. And I got to try to find a way to get into it now. Does that make sense? I gotta find a way. So y'all, so we're gonna start off with tomato seeds and cucumbers this year. Now you won't be able to plant those, not right now. Some people will go ahead on, if they got a greenhouse, they'll go ahead on and get a head start on their tomatoes and stuff like that. You can do that, but you really don't necessarily have to do that, because I said, about if you're in my time zone, I think I'm a time zone 8. And I think I'm talking mostly to Southerners. Most of us are Southerners down here. And I think we got some ones that are Northerners and stuff. If you are in the Southern zone where I'm at right here, we can go ahead and start planting certain things. And I would suggest like April. April. If you're going to do corn, you can go ahead and start doing your corn next week, because corn need a head start, you know. But if you're up north, your zone may be May. I noticed they done started planting cotton over here in May now. They used to plant in April. But now with these temperatures, you just sporadic. Y'all got a pear tree back there that never shedded its leaves. And I got a couple of acorn trees that kept their leaves the whole time. We didn't have no winter, y'all. Trees should not be keeping their leaves like that in the wintertime, unless they're evergreens. For you all who don't know, an evergreen is something like a pine tree, a holly. These are trees that don't lose leaves. They stay, leafed all through the wintertime. But, like these trees here, like pear trees and acorn trees and trees like that, pecan trees supposed to lose their leaves in the winter months. And some of them did not. I still got summer hanging baskets, y'all, hanging up on the front porch that did just fine. They didn't nothing affected them. Okay, Akita says olives. Yeah, we're gonna start having year-round summers, Chris. You just wait. Lady Owl said, buy a cement mixer pan for $5. Have Home Depot put holes in it if you don't have to. Start your sweet potato slips. Ooh, Lady Owl, I wish you could do us a video of your gardening and stuff. It sounds like you know what you're doing. Start your sweet potato slips. You got to tell us about that. Maybe that's what we need to be having a video on. We need to be having videos on preparing the garden, if anything. Olive trees, okay. I love olives, y'all, but I can't eat them because they have too much salt in them. Can you eat an olive natural without all of the packed up salt? Akita. Olive trees have a beautiful fragrance on them. There's a wildlife preservation that I went to. I don't see how those women working there. I told them I was gonna come and help them. I helped them one time, then I told them I just cannot do it. Woo, Lord, I don't see how they do it. But at the wildlife preservation, they have lots of sweet olives all over. If you can get you some olive trees in your garden, you will not regret it. Do you hear me? Okay, Akita says the olive leaf extract is good for immunity. Okay, Mama Midnight said yes, you can eat olives naturally. I want a couple of olive trees, but I'm gonna have to build planter beds to put my trees in them because I got two snowball plants that have drowned. The leaves are yellow. It's not gonna be looking good for them. I think I'm gonna cut them back, but we ain't been getting nothing but rain. Then they said next week it won't be nothing but rain. So I see now we're gonna have 6 months of a rainy season here and 6 months of drought. Because the seasons are changing in the South, and y'all don't believe them when they say the South is at the bottom and the North is at the top. That's not true. The South is at the top, y'all, and the North is at the bottom. We're closer to the sun. This is how which makes sense if you closer to the sun. You got hotter temperatures. Wouldn't it make sense that you would be on the top? I never understood the sun being at the bottom, but I know people gonna argue with science and stuff like that. But America taught us most things in reverse. Okay. What I'm getting at is this right here. I was just looking at a picture of Canada, how they had all of this snow and everything. Y'all get ready because this heat is going to travel on up north, on up into those areas and stuff like that. If that snow is not just fake snow, nuclear snow. But yes, it's gonna start getting hot all the way with for purposes of geography and how we were taught, it's gonna spread up further north. Okay? I didn't say further up. I said further north. Okay? Because I know that north is at the bottom. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yes, Akita, actually there is a community garden. Not in my town, but a little further up there is. And what they were smart because what they did is they raised their gardens. It's beautiful. They raised it's like a maze, but they got their gardens raised kind of high, like where you have to go up some steps to get to their stuff. I said, 5 years I've been here. I should have been doing that, raising gardens. I've wasted a lot of fucking time. I got a man that's supposed to be getting ready to get me some garden planters raised up and stuff in the back and stuff, and get me a chicken house ready. So, y'all, mama got to get moving. I wish I can do it myself. I just don't have that kind of talent, y'all. And I also want to have one also in the temple at the temple. I got to go down there to the temple today because I got a man that's getting ready to put a deck on it. I might get him to put like a few little raised gardens because I got my little man in the backyard and stuff like that. He said he'll keep everything water for me. He's so sweet. We give him a little piece of change. He do a little bit of everything and stuff. So y'all, if y'all want to come to the little temple to the garden, just let me know, hon. Okay. Okay. Uh huh. Lady Al, you got to tell us some more. Kitty, you gonna have a garden? Akita said, we have a community garden here. I harvested Brussels sprout. Oh, from there this week. Already? Girl. So, Akita, Brussels sprouts grow better in the wintertime, don't it? I've always tried to grow Brussels sprouts in the summer and they wouldn't do nothing. So, Brussels sprouts is something you grow in the cold? Okay, then. Come on, Akita. You have a garden? Girl, don't, I love my ass some Brussels sprouts. So until I think I'm finna go in. And I done told y'all not to do this, but I shoot, man, y'all, I love Golden Corral's Brussels sprouts. I love Brussels sprouts and cornbread, y'all. Anybody here like Brussels sprouts? I know Akita love them. I love myself some Brussels sprouts and cornbread. They are, aren't they? So is it true that I supposed to be okay? I supposed to plant my Brussels sprouts in for cold time? Yeah, because I know they got the little broad leaves. Kind of reminds you of the broad leaves of the collard greens. So that would make sense, wouldn't it? Oh, Chris said, "Ooh, give me a glazed Brussels sprout. They taste so damn good, y'all. I love them. If y'all ain't never tried them, y'all need to try them." Another thing I have trouble growing is cauliflower. I don't think you can grow those things. I'm starting to you got me thinking of keto, cause even the cauliflower has that broad green leaf like the collard green. So these are more or less winter hardy vegetables, aren't they? Damn, I could have been doing some of that. Shit. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Another thing I have trouble with is carrots. Carrots, Brussels sprouts, cauliflower don't do well for me. And it looks like because I be planting them out of season. Let me get off my ass and get some shit popping up in here. Y'all, I love to eat like homegrown vegetables. I get to going crazy. And then I love to plant euthanasia flowers too. Like home flowers. I got cone flowers all out there. I hope they haven't flood. I love them. I love them. Okay. And my daisies and stuff. Dandelions. I love my dandelions because I eat the flowers off my dandelions and stuff and make teas and stuff off of them. So whereas other people are spraying their dandelions, somebody this running their lawns, I'm like, I don't touch my I don't touch my uh hell, I can't even call the name. My dandelions. I have to have them. That's the things they turn into like little things and children blow the things off of them by that time, ain't it? But anyways, they make great teas. They're good for your kidney, good for detoxing and stuff. Y'all don't spray your yard. If you done started spraying your yard, you may as well forget about it because you're gonna be drinking toxins and stuff. So, and then you never know. You may be living in an area where they may have sprayed it. You know what I'm saying? But when you eat the vegetables at the grocery store, you eat all kind of toxins. So you really can't be complaining. If you get your veggies out of the grocery stores, 9 times out of 10, they have sprayed them. That's right. Akita says dandelion tea cleanses the blood. So people around here, Akita, around here destroying their dandelions instead of harvesting the flowers off of them. And you can also take the roots and wash the roots real good. And they usually roast the roots and stuff like that and make but a lot of people don't believe in roasting our seeds and stuff because you destroy the DNA, seeds and roots and stuff. You destroy the DNA and then you don't get the actual medicinal purposes and stuff out of it. You have to do your best till you can do better, Akita said. Tanya says it's delicious. It is. Dandelion tea, roasted dandelion tea is really, really good. Your mom made you eat them every day, Gail. She said, them ain't going to waste. Somebody gonna eat these flowers. Okay. They go good on flower on salads. Only thing about it, dandelion leaves are bitter. So if you like bitter salads and stuff, then it'll be okay. Another thing I like is I like poke salad too, y'all. So I have my poke salad growing up in the garden. So when the shoots are real young and stuff like that, they taste like collard greens. You put you some turkey necks in there, something like that, and they make good greens. And then they're medicinal too. The berries are. So I'm not saying y'all go out and eat it, because see, you gotta know what you're doing, because they say you can get poison. Not poison where you can die, but you can have like diarrhea, toe up stomach and stuff if you get the shoots when they are matured. You have to get them when they're real young. So I don't want y'all to just go out there and just mess with that. My Midnight says she love Brussels sprouts. Me too, to a point. Why? But some people like that Brussels sprouts kind of like, tough and chewy. Like, I like my Brussels sprouts when they cook down real good. I know that but you do get most of the good frequencies from them when they're like sort of glazed. Like Chris said, you get more of the goodness out of it, the wholesomeness out of it. But I like mine's boiled down to their soppy. You know what I'm saying? And I'm getting hungry. Y'all, I better go, child. I'm gonna see y'all tonight, okay? On this channel tonight, I'm be looking for y'all. Okay? I'm be looking for y'all. Don't say the word smothered, cause honey, the first thing Chris, I get to thinking about some smothered country fried steak and gravy and smothered chicken. Don't say that. I know I'm hungry now. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and let everybody go now. Please rate and subscribe. I'll see y'all tonight. Okay. I'll see y'all tonight. What time y'all want a good time for everybody? Hmm? What's a good time for y'all tonight? A good time so we can get this started. And let me get a poll. Like, I mean, a good time, and what would y'all rather discuss? Should we be really discussing that with the virus right now? Or wait till the numbers grow? I don't know. Would you all rather discuss, being prepared to be able to, like, now start learning how to grow food, against the weather modification, because that's going to be the challenge, growing food against weather modification. Which one would y'all rather do? Okay, 10 p.m. does sound good, Mama Midnight. Okay. So it depends on people's zones. For some people it might be 10, some people it may be 11. So around that time, I think we should get started, you know. So do y'all know what y'all prefer to talk about? Okay, Mom Midnight got a point. We need to talk about both of them. Anything when it comes to survival, it's still all about surviving this thing that's coming, that's here. So I think we should be doing both. Okay, we're gonna do that, and that'll be on this channel tonight. Okay, Ashley said I'm best before 3 a.m. Eastern. Okay, explain. Hey, Auntie Pooh, how you doing? Ashley said, I'm up and available all night. Brass band and the whiskey. I heard that. Okay, sounds like a plan then. That's what we'll do. Okay now. Did you? Chris said, when I was young, I used to literally eat the white liquid that comes out of the dandelions. Lord, I was calling it ranch. Uh-oh. Well, how did it taste? Because I know what you're talking about. Because to me, it was sticky. Like once you got that white glue on you, I called it glue. Got it on your fingers and stuff like that. You could stick all kind of stickers on your head, because that's what I used to do. I would sit down and cut little things out of magazine and put some of that little white dandelion glue on there and stick it right there on my forehead. I don't know, I'm a lot older than you all, but you know what? We had an obsession with labels. You had a label or something on an apple or an orange or something like that, especially banana, the Chiquita. We would stick them on our heads. The Chiquita little label off the banana. And I remember me and my sister, how little siblings be competing and stuff like that. My mom handed out the bananas and stuff like that. So, if I got the banana, she gave me the banana with the label on it, then I would look at her like, nah, 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 nah. I got the label and everything. And she would have this look on her face, it's like this look that the children give you when they didn't get it, like defeat. And then when she would get the label, she'd look at me like and turn her nose up like, nah, 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 nah. I got the label. You didn't get it. And then we would have these, excuse me, y'all. Then we would have these other competitions where, it was all about who's gonna make their food last the longest. So, you just take your time and eat a chip, bite a little piece off of it, and we'll take our time and eat a little smaller piece because, you want to be the last one left with a big old full bag of chips. I always lost that one right there because she could make her food stretch real, real, real long and everything. And she would give me the snooty nose like, nah, 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 nah. I still got chips and you can't have none. Because she want me to say, I want some. Children, I tell you. Okay, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and let everybody go. Okay, bye-bye now. See y'all tonight.